wanted to put together a video of my camping backpack and what I think I need to be able to, if I was stranded, survive 3 to 4 days, hoping that after then I would either have enough to get by or somebody would be able to find me. So everything's really focused on food, shelter, water, and being able to be found. So real quick, because I think I'm time limited on these, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling stuff out and showing you what I have pouch by pouch. This is my medical pouch right here, mostly. I've got some other odds and ends. Gerber Sport multi-tool. Number one for me with fishing. This thing is so easy to throw the pliers in and out. That one-handed. That this is really easy to put on my belt, and it's got enough tools on it that it can really take good care of me. I'm going to try to keep everything in one spot here because it's kind of hard to put everything back. These are the medical pouches that I have. I have other backpacks for my other family members, and so they have a much bigger kit. But in here, for instance, is ibuprofen. I label everything so that way I'm able to find it easy. And so in here's like ibuprofen, Band-Aids. These are called nose busters. If you got a busted nose, they'll stop bleeding. Butterflies, burn cream, 3-in-1 ointment. I've got some splints here. This is all geared towards camping and hunting, and these are the most frequent injuries that I have sustained and others in my group. And then some 2x2 gauze in there. We have an eye patch, some super glue. I used to carry around sutures. I'm not going to sew myself up. I'm sorry, I'm going to glue myself up. And yes, I know I need to flush the wound out very well so that I don't keep any bacteria inside, but some sunscreen, some diaper rash cream. Hey, that can come in useful. I'm in a hot place here, so we sweat a lot. And some extra gauze. So that's some of the medical stuff right there. I've also got some moleskin for blisters, emergency blanket, all-weather poncho, okay? We've got a sewing kit right here, and then fork, knife, spoon combo, some fish hooks, signal mirror, okay? Down here I've got, let's see, iodine tincture so I can decontaminate any water. This I think is really important. Some multivitamins. They don't add much weight, and I do have a date for expiration on them. But to get your essential nutrients, especially if you're not eating so hot, it's kind of important. I have a couple of bags throughout the backpack. This one is full of paper clips to hold things together or to use as an emergency for something like a fish hook. And then some iodized salt and pepper packets. Okay, that's done for that. I've got a compass for direction. I've got GPS. And then just some cheap Tasco 10x25 binoculars. Gotta get a new pair soon here, hopefully. Alright, then in this pouch, I've got some duct tape. And that's spooled around a little piece of cardboard. Again, I'm in a really hot spot, so Gold Bond. Don't knock it till you try it, or till you don't have it and really, really, really need it. Field sharpener is a Gerber. I don't even know. I've never used it before, but if I can't find a good enough rock, I guess I'll have this. Flint magnesium rod. I have the hacksaw blade in here in a sec, but some can openers. The Gerber multi-tool has that on there too, but just a backup of a backup. Again, just spooled around some cardboard, but I have some fishing line and then just some wire there. Alright, distress whistle, 2 books of matches, earplugs. A lot of times when I'm camping, I'm the first one to sleep, and everybody keeps me up if I don't have those. Hacksaw blade for the fire starter. AA batteries. I have a lot more in that pocket right there, but just AA batteries. And I have 2 lighters in here. And the rest in that pocket is just more, like I said, more batteries. A lot of the flashlights that I take. So one thing I'm not going to picture in here is the flashlight. I don't leave it in the backpack. I decide which one I want to take right before I leave. And now in the rest of the pack, I've got some things for warmth. It does actually get cold at night here quite a bit, below freezing. So some gloves, a hoodie, a face mask. Got a heavy-duty poncho. I showed you the other poncho before, but those are cheap and rip, and you can throw them away after, not be out too much money. But if it really comes down, this thing is worth its weight in gold. Again, a couple miscellaneous bags. So I've got some Q-tips, rubber gloves. I've got extra water rations here from the surplus store. Even though I've got a 2-liter bladder right here, I just feel comfortable just having that little bit of extra water. And if I don't open it, I don't open it. Bandana, so many uses for that. I know this, I'm pretty sure, is my invention. Probably not, right? Somebody else has done this well before I did. But toilet paper and an extra pair of socks. Now, you know when it's raining, if you don't put it in a plastic bag, you're going to end up with wet socks and wet toilet paper. And that's no good for anybody. Some baby wipes. Got an emergency radio. It's an Eaton. I don't know if I really like this one so far. Doesn't really hold a charge for very long. And I'm a little disappointed with how much money I spent on it. Oh, by the way, this is a Redhead backpack. Also talking about a little disappointed. I spent good money on this backpack. It's kind of already falling apart after 4 or 5 years now. So for the money I spent on this, probably get some other options later down the road. If I were to do it all over again, I'd probably go to something different. But I liked how it was set up. Thought it was a reputable brand. I've got quite a few MREs in here. So this one happens to be chicken with cavatelli. I don't know. They taste about like all the MREs do, so I won't focus too long on that. Some compressed fuel so that I can heat up food if I needed to outside of the warmers that come with the MREs. I've got some individual meal entries. Got some extra tuna. Some extra meals. Another full meal. You can tell I carry quite a bit of food. And sometimes I have to take that out when I'm doing a big hike because it weighs me down a little bit. But I'll take 1 or 2 rations out. Just a couple extra plastic bags for storage if I need to move with anything. This is more plastic bags. This I added 6x8 tarp. It's a cheap Ozark Trail, but this I added last year. I just felt that the weight difference is negligible, and the ability to add to my ability to make shelter, to catch water, to do just a whole bunch of things with it. I figured it's a good idea to have one in the pack, and I took some other things out to make up for the space. Then I also have here just, I think it's about 100 feet of 550 paracord. On the back here, hopefully we run into a deer or an elk, and I'm able to use my Benchmade 5W rescue hook. So far not so lucky, but you don't know until you try, and so every year's a different hunting season. And so hopefully this year I can run into them. Okay, lastly, just in these pockets, I've got a Zippo hand warmer right here. Now I'll also take with me some fuel for it, and then they have like this measuring cup, so you know how much lighter fluid that you're going to put in it. And then over here is a Becker BK16. This is the blade that comes with me most often. And in here, what I really like about it is I can put in the Gerber Sport, or if I take my Leatherman Sidekick, my wife has the Wingman. Either one will fit in there, so you can carry 2 for 1. So thanks for watching. If there's something, again, the things I don't have pictured are a flashlight, but the rest of this stuff here is all my gear. So thank you for watching.